Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. Here are your hosts, Scott Bear and Jeremiah Johnson.
All right, welcome back to the Lost at Home podcast. My name is Scott.
And I'm Jeremiah.
And we are here for 417th episode. I think that's a prime number.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just say, no, it's not.
You don't think it is?
No, I know. I Googled it while you were saying it, and I now find out that it's not.
Oh, I
probably would have said yes because it sounds prime. My guess is like a 9 goes in there because 9 times 3 is 27 and 390 or whatever.
God damn those fucking 9s.
93 plus 27 or 390 is easily divisible, and 27 is okay.
I fucking hate those 9s. My least favorite part of a 69 is the 9.
Yeah, you wanted to
just sixing.
Sixes only.
Sixing all night.
66 and.
A lot of lonely fans out there can feel that one.
Is a 66 just like spooning? I think that would just be spooning.
That's just 66 would be spooning.
Yeah. Okay. A 99 is also spooning.
Well, a 6 to the 6 power would be spooning because the little 6 is the little spoon and the big 6 is the big spoon.
But like.
2 6s by each other is just 2 people in bed next to each other. I don't think they're spooning.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think when you have a 6 to the 6 power,
but you don't have to be. You don't have to. A little spoon doesn't have to be a little. I do like that though. So a 66 is just 2 people laying in bed. Yeah. And 99 is 2, but it's just flipped away.
They flip
around. Yeah. Okay. So different persons looking.
69, they lock into each other.
Oh, they do. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. It's like And then like you said, a 6 to the 6. Is an actual spooning. Okay, folks, we got something out of the way already. We hope that you appreciate our style of stuff because we're just going to bring more of this shit to you.
Yeah, next week. Yeah. That did it. Yep, get lost.
Yeah, get lost. Yeah, we're going to bring some funny old stories to you, and we're going to try to twist them into new content. And Scott, this week, we finally remembered to come to the table with hopefully a theme this time. We're going to try to make these kind of St. Patrick's Day Irishy themed, even though these are not Irish themed stories. Just to see what we can do.
That's the
it gives us guidelines. Yes,
we'd like to see if we can get some St. Patty's Day content.
And if we don't, who cares? We're just gonna make the content the way we want. But we're trying to stay in with some constraints because honestly, like sometimes having constraints is a really good thing for creativity.
So buckle in for this St. Patty's Day special
extravaganza
anniversary because it's the 11th St. Patty's Day we've done.
Oh God, yes, it would be. Because I think the first season we did
11 also just 2 people laying in bed next to each other. I think it's the same as the 66 and 11 just 2 people laying straight in bed.
Yeah, it's 2 people with no arms and no legs.
Just 2. Well, yeah.
I mean, I don't know why a 6 means arms and legs. It doesn't have anything to do with it.
Well, I think a 6 would be fetal position next to each other.
Yeah.
But 11 and then the 9 would be 2 people just laying, just straight laying next to each other.
Like on your back, just staring up at the ceiling, laying next to each other. Okay, honestly, we need to create something like this for every single episode, like what a 417 looks like. Let's not do that. That's
sexually?
A hard one. Yeah, exactly. Honestly. But yeah, we're going to have some fun with this one. This is coming out around St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, show her Begorrah.
So we did a St. Patrick's Day episode our first year. It was one of our first episodes, right? Yeah. We started in February of 2014.
Yeah. What I just did was the closest I can do to Irish accent because otherwise it turns pirate. Well, no, we learned that in episode 1.
For me, I've gotten a lot since watching the Taken movies because then you're like, you're about to be taken. Yeah, you're about to be taken, see? Yeah, these men, they're going to come in, they're going to take you. Oh, I've got a special set of skills. Like that's just how I get into my Liam Neeson.
Good corned beef.
Yeah. Oh, corned beef's on sale at Shaw's for
I just pulled a bag of corned beef out of my freezer from last February.
Dude, I'm going to go down and buy like 3 of them.
Yeah, it's a little freezer burnt, but I'm not sure if I'll notice if I throw it in a roasting pan with some liquid and reheat it that way.
If it's kept for a year, like there shouldn't be freezer.
It's got frost in the bag.
Yeah, okay, it won't be bad.
We'll see.
It won't be as good as is, but yeah, I'm gonna go down and buy like 2 or 3 of them myself. So I'm gonna cook one up. Last time I cooked one up, it was part of your recipe and part of just the way I usually cook it, and it was pretty damn good. So I'm gonna have some of that. Yeah. So happy St. Patrick's Day, folks. And we're not gonna cover any Irish stories to speak of, but we are gonna get lost in thought a little bit. Scott, you like to get lost in thought.
Yeah. Speaking of food. I was playing with some filters while I did I don't do social media much at all anymore. I kind of hate all the social media companies, but I'm sticking to Instagram, and every once in a while I want to post some nice food I
wish Instagram was still independently owned. It hasn't been for like a decade, but like It's the one I actually, like, I buy stuff from Instagram because, like, the algorithm knows me. It's not polluted with political content. I love it. Only now it's just like, you want to go to Threads and look at a bunch of political shit? I'm like,
it really wants me to watch Threads.
I don't. I just want
to. I cancel Threads after trying it. I'm Blue Sky all the way.
Yeah, Blue Sky is, if you're looking for an alternative, go Blue Sky. Like, take
fuck Threads. That's Zucker.
It's Zucker fuck. It's Zucker fuck. It's gonna eventually it's gonna become a fucking Nazi propaganda network, just like all this other shit does. So
So my lost and
Zucker fuck is a pretty good.
It is food related, with St. Patty's Day being a foodie holiday for a lot of people. So I was trying to basically post a picture of some food I made the other day on Instagram, and I was going through those like preset filters without doing the actual.
Is this the
tweets.
bok choy thing?
Yeah.
I saw that on like the real one, and right here it looks like you're in the woods taking a picture of the ground with like mushrooms on it or something like that, and that's what I thought this was, like a picture of just dried mushrooms.
What is
the picture you sent me?
You're talking about the picture I sent you.
Yes,
you got ahead of me.
Yes. Oh yes.
So for the show, I took. I did notice when you do food photography in black and white, it looks shitty. So I basically just took that photo. Mm-hmm. Put it through the I think noir filter,
the
black and white, the hardest black and white one,
and it crushes it, so it's like really high intensity whites and blacks.
And I realized that I really kind of want to do like a food Insta where all my photos are hard black and white,
which is
so it's like the best looking food. But in that filter,
like I said, with this, I thought it was a picture of the ground. I saw the original photo, like I liked it just like a couple hours ago. I saw your original photo; it's beautiful. It's like
I just went to the one I just sent you. Yeah,
all these popping colors and shit like that. And then this one, this black and white version. I thought it was you just taking a picture of the ground in like the fall.
Yep. You cannot tell what a photo is essentially once it's black and white's of food.
Yep.
I did it with some other stuff. Like you take a picture of like chili, it just looks like a bad photo of Mars.
Especially when you're especially when you like zoom in on it. Like this is cropped, where the one that you like originally posted was not only in color but also I could see a little bit of the wok or the frying pan or whatever. And so it's in context.
It doesn't look a lot better uncropped.
But I can tell. I can tell it's food.
See, that's one of the thing. I don't even want to call it a food Instagram.
No, that's exactly. I would just post it with no context, no fucking thing whatsoever. Just post out of context.
Call it like black and white tastes yummy.
Yeah.
I like the taste of noir.
Yeah. Oh, the taste of noir.
The taste of noir.
Taste of noir. That doesn't even say like people.
That could be the episode title right there.
Yeah,
by the way.
Taste of noir. Yeah.
We'll probably get a better one later, but I'm gonna write that in.
I like it.
Yeah, like a taste of noir, and then all it is these horrible looking photos. But I don't know. Would you post two photos? So the front-facing one, if you're looking at the entire feed, is all black and white. But if you were to click on one and swipe over, you see the real meal.
No, I don't think you do.
Just leave it. Leave it.
I think you leave it mysterious. I think that because then you're gonna have people. Engagement is the key, right? So you get people being like, I think this is this. And they're like, no, it's this. And they're going to post pictures of their own versions of this. And some people go, no, this is like walking through the woods and seeing something on the ground. That's why Taste of Noir is great, because it could just be people like, oh, I think it has something to do with food. But people are like, no, it doesn't need to.
No, it's all about black and white photography.
So crop it so it's
This guy just does lots of nature photos when he's in the woods. Like, nope, all these are in my kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In the same fucking wok or frying pan, like just having a good time. Like taking a cut open cake that's like crumbling, but a real close up of that, and with frosting and stuff that just looks like snow because there's no fucking bright blue color or whatever.
Like, I wish I know everyone who does an Insta or any kind of social media is like, I want to be famous. I would love this for this account to instantly just become seen enough to get the comments now. Because otherwise you got to start naturally, and that takes forever to work.
Well, and that's what I like is like, I feel like if you don't post at least not at first, don't post the context and let people start, because that's what's going to get people engaged. They're going to start arguing about what it is, and you want people fighting in comments. That's what drives engagement. Like that will drive the thing algorithmically into everybody.
I think I might do Taste of Noir and tag every photo MAGA for like the first 20, just to get people who will click on anything.
Yeah,
get people in, and also they're going to be the dumb ones who will just be like, "Oh, why are you taking pictures of your compost pile in the backyard?"
Yeah, but the thing is, though, this could be that, and I've seen the original, like the black and white version. I could say that, like, this could be a compost pile. And I've seen the original, and I was like salivating at your original. I've been on a
veggie kick and trying to grab more unique vegetables to cook in food.
Well, and that just looked
like going through the aisles and being like, oh, let's throw some baby bok choy in the cart. Let's throw some of this in, and then coming home and being like, now you have to cook it before it goes bad.
Yep.
I love pressuring myself.
No, like that's
and I'm cheap, so I can't let shit go bad.
No, I don't waste food like ever. Like, so I have to like if something's going bad, I'm like, I'm gonna figure out where to put this, and there it goes. But the like in the summer, going down to the farmers market, I always buy way too much shit because I'm so excited at the farmers market, and then I bring it home and like, Oh no, this stuff goes bad in like 3 days. So like for 3 days, I'm eating the best, healthiest, like freshest stuff, all figuring out a way to like put this shit together and all that. Oh yeah, so
hey, the economy's terrible, and everyone out there is probably stretching their dollars, and we're talking about food. Here's a helpful tip for all y'all out there right now. Green cabbage, because it's St. Patty's Day, is on sale at most places for like 17 cents a pound.
Yeah, nothing.
Green cabbage heads will last, if you keep them in the right conditions, 6 months.
They're so dense,
and
like,
they weigh a lot,
like squashes and that kind of like. And the denser, the more like the longer it's gonna last.
And you could add them to stir fries. You can add them to curries. You can add them to sandwiches. You can throw them in egg rolls. If you cook a lot of Asian food, it can be used in everything. And at 17 cents a pound, you are stretching your dollar, and it will last forever.
Yep. Yeah. Definitely.
Just telling people out there.
If you're, and by the way, you can make like as long as you're okay with the texture, you can make it taste like anything you want because if you season it right, cabbage on it just on its own, let alone in a stir fry, is fucking awesome. So hey, there you go. We're the culinary podcast now. Hey, speaking of culinary stuff, we want to go into web droppings and talk about some pancakes.
Sure, Begorrah.
Web droppings that falling through, so bizarre, you won't believe it's true.
All right, Pancake Day. Scott, you got the first story.
Yep, I brought Pancake Day to the table because when I was looking for news stories, once again, with the elections, everything, it's hard to sort through.
It's not even just, it's just like, it's
Sometimes
going to be this way.
Happy news.
It's going to be this way. You remember like when like Biden was president, it was boring enough where we didn't have to worry about it. Now everything's on fire and we're just like, it requires me, I shared with you the exclusion searching that is unfortunately living
still
in.
doesn't work.
We
need more terms to be able to be excluded.
and they limit you to like fucking 6 or 7 of them. It sucks. But
So this comes out of Guide Hall in London. This comes from the London AP. Racers dressed as a skyscraper, a beekeeper, and a chest of drawers were among the dozens of runners in zany costumes zipping around central London Square with frying pan in hand to celebrate Shrove Tuesday or Pancake Day. This lines up with Fat Tuesday in America.
Oh, yeah.
Essentially, this is a similar celebration.
Yeah, cool.
Fat Tuesday is named as such, by the way, in America, if anyone's curious, because Lent, you have to give up eating and food and stuff.
Well,
there's a fasting period.
There's if you do it right, there's fasting. There's also not eating certain things on Fridays, and then
So the
there's
idea of
also
Fat Tuesday,
you're also
you
supposed to
eat
give
your old
something up.
food.
And a lot of people give up like their favorite foods. Like we used to give up candy for Lent when I was a kid.
Fat Tuesday, you eat the stuff you give up to get it all out of the house before it goes bad. That's kind of the idea.
Yeah, really, it's essentially like it's a religious cheat day, if you will.
I hate this time of year, by the way. As an atheist, seeing fucking politicians with ashes on their forehead creeps me the fuck
because Ash Wednesday
out.
just went by.
Because I saw politicians literally speaking to Congress with the ashes in their head. I'm like, you shouldn't be.
It's a weird cult.
I kind of feel like you're in a cult, and you need to not be representing anyone if you're looking like that.
When Ash Wednesday, I washed those ashes off the second I came home. You're supposed to keep them on all day, but I did not. When I was a kid, my mom
never had to do that. That's
my mom, who's religious.
No,
I was part of a creepy and weird religion called Catholicism.
Yeah.
But luckily my mom would like she was like, yeah, just fucking wash it off. I don't give a shit. Like,
so
even though she was pretty religious. But.
So if you were to go to Pancake Day, one of the things you're going to notice is everyone's dressed in wacky costumes. It's funny and weird. It's like Halloween, but just there's no theme at all. It's whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
But the key thing is, everyone out there has a frying pan in their hand with a pancake in it, and as they're walking, dancing, and marching, they're all flipping band-aids. Sometimes in unison, sometimes
I love they got like
music.
those like paper chef's hats, like not like the really cool ones, just those weird, almost like dunce caps.
The tall white ones.
Yeah, and these aprons, I love it, dude. These looks ridiculous. I love it.
Yep. Basically, this is like the funnest way that I could see these religions try to express their beliefs. Because, as I said, not eating certain foods, weird. Only eating fish on Fridays, fucking weird. Nutria actually came up in the news again. I skipped that story.
Because California is like saying people should eat nutria because they're an invasive species, but also
and the Catholic Church at one point in the past allowed them to eat nutria, calling them fish.
Capybara specifically back in South America,
which is a nutria.
And I would tell people to listen to Rasputina and the word in the song Rats. It's a fucking awesome song, and it is literally about that. That's how I found out about that. Rasputina has a lot of like accidentally educational tunes where I'm like, is that real? And I looked it up. I'm like, yep, they used to, the Pope was like, yeah, you can call these rats fish. I'm like, oh, it's that easy. The Pope's like, yeah, shit, these fucking mammals are fish now. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can eat those.
Now, the only way I can think of making this into any kind of St. Patty's Day content is going to be a slow-hanging meat for me. I want a new Leprechaun movie with Warwick Davis.
Me too.
Badly. And I don't see any reason why he can't wake up a week before Thanksgiving, before St. Patty's Day.
Yep.
Like, he just wakes up early, and he's in the middle of Pancake Fest, like the parade's going by. And he
Pancake Fest.
I literally want him to, like, get in the parade, like, and maybe steal a frying pan.
Because he would fit, like, because he would fit in. People would be like, "Oh, you're just wearing."
It's like
costume.
him at Halloween. It would he would fit right in. So he would just be like a costumed person doing a silly little thing, but like clanging people with it. Everyone's laughing, but they're actually bleeding out of the ground.
And like burning their faces on like clearly like for some reason hot frying pans. It wouldn't even make sense why they're hot.
It's the new Leprechaun.
Pick it up.
Once we get to hood and space, it don't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh my god, like smashing his face down on it and then using like a spatula, like, oh, she won't come off. She's a stuck one, she is. And just like flipping the head. Oh, that's it. Chopping the head off and then flipping the head in the frying pan.
As he's walking down the procession.
Sure, Begorrah. Yeah.
And I don't know how the plot would go. I would be fine if it was a YouTube short. 5 minutes. That's all you really need of this.
Yeah.
Him just kind of like pulling himself out of like a well.
Yeah.
You just see him tromping through a field towards town. You see London in the foreground.
Yep.
And then he walks like peers through an alley and sees the parade. He's like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
And then just like gets in line and starts marching, looking left and right,
saying a bunch of limericks.
Stabs
and shit.
someone, grabs their frying pan for it, hits the ground. You know?
Oh yeah, exactly.
And then he's like just walking with the pan and clang someone. Games like just him killing people all the way through a parade and no one noticing.
Yep.
And then
everybody's still just cheering and shit.
And then it ends with him being like, that was a lot of hard work. I think I'm just gonna go take a little rest for a day or two. And he just like literally takes a bottle of like Jameson Irish whiskey.
Yep.
Drinks it until St. Patty's Day, wakes up, and then starts the killing. And then it's like Leprechaun 7. Like, this is like a prologue on YouTube.
Oh, I think we're up to more than that.
Well, I mean, like, this could be like a prologue intro marketing thing to get us into a actual St. Patty's Day. The movie drops. But this YouTube short drops the week before.
So it was actually a little, like a prequel.
Prequel.
Yeah, I love it. Like a prequel to, actually, I guess it's not a prequel, it's just a movie that came out first. It's only a prequel if it came out after.
5 minutes promotional. It's just a promotional video.
Yeah, promotional piece. Yeah, I like it. I dig it.
And the parade's already happening. I would love to get him in the parade.
I also just want to see, I watched the only Leprechaun movie without Warwick Davis, and it was absolute fucking trash because it just wasn't good.
Origins?
Yes,
it's not good.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed myself enough, but I was like, it's like the thing that I watched all of them like in the
Warwick
period
Davis,
of a week.
That's why.
And all the other ones, I'm like, oh, it's just like, it's sort of like having a Nightmare on Elm Street without Robert Englund. It's like, it's not the Freddy. Like, especially if they make the Freddy really serious, like they did in the remake.
They fucked up with those movies by casting such iconic actors, like who filled the shoes so well.
Yeah, and it wasn't
Jason. No offense to anyone who's ever played Jason or Michael Myers, but
there's a reason why like 19 people have done it. Although I mean, I will say like Kane Hodder, did he do like
they were great, but still you're not talking, so there's no personality.
Exactly. So there's just like Nick Castle like after the first movie wasn't the Michael Myers anymore, but he could you tell? No, only if you really know that. Do you know that? And same thing with Friday the 13th, except for the fact that like some of them are more hulking figures versus others. But like,
give them credit where credit's due. They all killed. I hate myself sometimes.
I'm going to give you that credit. Yeah, you go.
No, I don't want it.
I refuse.
No, they all did great. James Jude Courtney's been on the show 3 times for playing Michael Myers.
No, they know what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be those lumbering, faceless characters without a personality that just goes through in most of the fucking town.
Pinhead was brilliantly played by the trans actress.
Yes.
Can't think of their name.
I can't think of their name either right now. But yeah, even Doug Bradley was
but that worked. That worked.
Yeah, and so you had Doug Bradley, and again, like the other Pinheads were fine,
but also emotionless, cold dialogue is a lot easier than I'm gonna roast you in a fire, bitch. Not anyone can just say that.
Exactly.
I mean, I just said it, but it's a whole machismo. It's body language too, because Freddy always had like this lanky, slick body language. Like when he slides around a corner and flicks his claws out, I feel like you'd have to practice that for years to be the same as Robert Englund.
Oh, and I want to just, so we can give credit where credit's due, Jamie Clayton is the trans actress who played the Hell Priest.
There we go.
/ Pinhead. And the thing that was great about that, especially that representation of it, for people who have not seen the 2022 Hellraiser, I think 2022 Hellraiser movie it was on Hulu. David Bruckner, amazing director, directed that one. Like, if people, like, all the people, I loved the people like bitching about that, because it's like, no, this isn't like DI this and DI that. Like, literally, they're actually going to the source material and creating the Hell Priest in Clive Barker's image. Doug Bradley was not the Hell Priest. I mean, he obviously played Pinhead. I fucking love Doug Bradley, to the end of the earth.
Yeah.
But like, that was not the representation from Hellbound Heart. The Hellbound Heart was essentially like somebody without any kind of like it was all sexually fluid and all this kind of stuff. And anyway, Jamie Clayton played that perfectly. Awesome. Check that movie out. Hey, there's a random suggestion for everybody.
Also, that wraps up my Pancake Day talk.
Cool. All right. I'm going to go into the big state of Missouri. That's a show me state, I believe, right?
Show me what?
Show me a
Show me Begorrah.
There, perfect. We already themed it. We don't have to worry about it anymore. I can just go on with the story.
Show me Begorrah.
Honestly, show me Begorrah. Missouri, the show me Begorrah state. Anyway, honestly, if we don't come up with anything else, that's enough. But I am going to talk about this ridiculous story. And this is one this is from the Mirror, which is like suspect, but I did check a couple other sources. It seems like this is legit, which seems ridiculous because it was actually like Fox.
Wait, it's the Mirror US also.
Well, yeah, but like,
or it's the Mirror Us.
But yeah, but I checked out, like, you know, I know everybody like shits on Fox, but like Fox 2, which is like a local affiliate, the like regular affiliates are fine. It's like Fox News that's a problem.
Regular
Fox
affiliates
itself,
are fine until they start playing that pre-canned news. That
they do.
Right-leaning,
it's
even on local,
and that's not even just Fox. That's like literally
that's
like
all news stations.
Yeah, exactly. So there is a worry about that.
Yeah,
but in other words, this has been corroborated.
When you watch your local news on whatever local station you have, CBS, NBC, Fox, etc., and the normal hosts, if you will, the anchor and such, cut away to a segment where there's people you've never seen before, that's propaganda.
Yes.
That's right-wing propaganda, 100% of the time. And when they come back and they go to the weather, that's we're back to reality. Anytime they cut away to a pre-made clip, right-wing propaganda. Just know that.
Yeah, well, and so anyway, so I did check.
God, I would love if it was left-wing propaganda. Oh my God, those liberals, they're trying to tell us about, climate change and how we should love everyone.
Propaganda. You mean like the Bible? That's like propaganda, the New Testament. Oh, he's trying to tell us how to love everybody.
Well, a lot of churches don't do the teachings of Jesus anymore because he's too woke.
No, he's too woke. But yeah, so this one, I did corroborate this with like some, because this one did sound ridiculous to the point where, like, is this real? A Missouri man charged for a second time after, quote unquote, trying to have sex with a train seat for 10 minutes. One, I love the fact that you try to have sex with it for 10 minutes, and it's like, what? Like, the train seat wasn't consenting, or you couldn't get it drunk enough or something like that? Like, so what ended up happening, this was from the Metro Lake. I think it was the Spanish Lake Man. This Spanish Lake being a name of one of the counties or cities. Follows a slew of shocking transport-related stories, which have already occurred. There was one woman giving birth on a subway, somebody burning a woman to death on an underground train, and like ridiculous shit. This one's a little more fun, a little more lighthearted. D'Angelo Covington was charged by St. Louis County prosecutors with 2 counts of misdemeanor sexual conduct. A woman told investigating officers on February 13th she saw a man, quote-unquote, exposing himself at the UMSL South Link Station. And what ended up happening, the guy took the train, took his dick out, just started rubbing it against the upper bar, and it was all caught on surveillance video, and the person was asked to, like, leave, and ultimately was charged in doing this. Now, that would be one thing for that to be the case. This guy just got out of jail for 173 days for literally doing the same thing. He has now got a lifetime ban on the train station. Why he didn't get that the first time?
Listen. Whatever disease him and JD Vance are suffering from, it's serious. It has made both those men fuck furniture.
The fact that this guy was just like, it's this one, like, this train seat on the Metro Lake is just his, like, fucking, I just imagine the next one is just going to be him going up there, like, with a fucking wedding ring and, like, proposing, like, oh.
The amount of money that this guy has wasted going through the legal system twice, the thousands of dollars it's cost to prosecute, house, rehabilitate, and then re-release, and then vice versa, do it all over again. Like, you could have bought him 2 seats from this
Honestly,
train.
take me, like, which seat do you like? That one? Okay.
And give it to him.
Yeah.
Just
bring it home. Bring it home.
Yep. Yeah. And then suddenly, all the problems are solved. He's just at home fucking that chair every night, and no one has. The jail seat is filled with a non-violent offender
until he gets a mistress, and he fucking goes and finds a mistress Metrolink chair.
Oh, he finds like a rocking chair on the curb, like that was thrown out on trash day, and brings it up. He's like, This little girl here's got some legs. Yeah. She just rocks back and forth. You just sit there. Yeah. Fuck you. I'm with her now. Yeah. And then he gets into it. Then there's like a love triangle.
I love the thought of just like we're responding to a domestic disturbance at 2242 Spanish Lake. Yeah, just showing up and just being like the rocking chair and like a Metrolink, and him like, shut up! Don't you call her that! No, get off her! And he's like, oh, okay, this guy's clearly fucking crazy. Like, yeah, my girls won't stop fighting over my dick.
He just got like a wad of bad polyester fabric and then one of those rockers in the hand. Like, I killed them both.
Take me away. I don't want to live anymore. Yeah. They were fighting over me. I couldn't take it.
Now you just wanted to fuck chairs. They're not even chairs anymore.
What am I doing? Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. It's like, sir, we actually couldn't put you away for that long for anything you're doing right now. You're going to go away for like 30 days.
It's probably chairs, too, that he has the fetish about. So when they throw him in a jail cell, he's just got that fucking useless bed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Probably tried fucking it once or twice, like, not a chair.
Oh, you see him like...
Not a chair.
You see him like chopping it in half to make it look a little bit more like a chair. Like, I can do this.
Or
it's like fucking springs kicking.
Bending it so half is up.
And then just, oh yeah, oh my God.
And then fucking it.
Yeah, and then when you finally like take the chairs away, you just walk in and he's fucking hanged himself. Because a man can't fuck his chairs anymore. What is life if you can't fuck the chairs you want to fuck? Anyway.
I am having the hardest time twisting this into anything St. Patty's Day related.
You started by doing it. Missouri is the show.
You know what?
The Shore me Begorrah state. Yeah,
I'm gonna take the loss on this. I'm gonna take the L
I was saying,
and count that.
As I was going through it, I'm like, this might be a tough one to twist. So the fact that you started right off with Missouri being the show me Begorrah state or whatever.
What if a little bit? What if a little bit of unknown leprechaun lore is they fuck furniture, and he is a leprechaun. Did you see the picture of him?
Yes, I did. Actually, you know what? God, this could very well.
He has red beard, red hair. Even though he looks like he has African American features.
Yeah, definitely. But he's got the ginger scraggles in there for sure.
He could have Irish heritage. Yeah. He could have leprechaun heritage. And a little known thing about leprechauns is they fuck furniture. We just don't know that.
It's just they fuck whatever's at the end of the rainbow, and it just turns out like the rainbow ends on the Metrolink. They're like, oh, sure, Begorrah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen old images of leprechauns sitting in rocking chairs next to a pot of gold and things like that.
Yeah.
That's their fucking chair.
Worked for me. Huh. All right, well, let's hit the next story. We're going into some chicken territory. People are probably sick of hearing about egg prices, but we're going to talk about them anyway.
I mean, egg prices is the whole reason we live in a dystopic nightmare now. So thanks.
It's true.
Thanks, eggs.
Yeah. Kill the chickens. All right.
I mean, we're doing a great job of that. That's why egg prices are rising.
Yes. They're up. Like I think they said they're up almost 1% per day of Donald Trump's presidency since he. I mean, by the way, it's not his fault. It's just the fact that it was not Biden's fault, but. Donald Trump got elected because people were like, eggs are expensive.
For the listener out there, egg prices didn't rise because Biden was president. Egg prices rose because there is a bird flu happening. And
the reason it impacts us more than it does other industrialized nations and developed countries is because we have an insane fucking factory farming problem where these, like, one of these chickens is going to infect tens of thousands because we cram them into 4-inch fucking like little.
It's either
slots.
that or we free range them and then we pay I don't know $50 a chicken breast.
Honestly,
we have no choice.
No, but I'll be honest with you though. Before all this, buying organic eggs is cheaper now than buying organic eggs from.
No. I buy the free range organic eggs because they're about $3 cheaper a carton.
Yeah, no, because they're like we don't have to worry about.
Yeah, they're not having the issues.
Yeah, exactly. But that being said, a chicken breast is like $27, which means I just wouldn't eat lean protein. So yeah, it is terrible. It's too bad, but.
So, I guess people, entrepreneurs within the American U.S. system, they get creative.
Capitalism, baby.
They get creative. And with the recent spike in prices, they have found a creative solution to the issue. Rent a chicken. The idea here would be...
creative, but not financially feasible. But
the idea here is you would support for 6 months a chicken, and you would be able to collect your fresh eggs at home. You pay $600 for this chicken. It says 2 hens, I don't know if you get 1 or 2. The article does not clarify. You can produce a dozen eggs a week from 2 hens.
Yes.
So that would be 48 eggs a month for 6 months straight is not $600.
No, well, so I saw that
no matter how you do the math.
There was a breakdown that said essentially what you were doing is trading $600 to $700 for about $480 worth of eggs.
Yeah, so you're losing money.
So if you and also you don't have to take care of a chicken. If
Also,
you just buy the eggs.
America, what are you doing with these eggs? I want to know.
Yeah,
I would love it if listeners of the show would hit us up on the socials. I want to know what you're doing with all these eggs.
Here's the thing,
We
I
buy
love
eggs
it.
at home.
Yeah.
Eggs are great. We go through a carton maybe every 2 weeks.
So I like when my sister gives me eggs.
Yeah,
I go through a dozen a week if my sister gives me eggs. When she doesn't give me eggs, I haven't bought eggs in probably 10 years. Like my sister has had eggs.
Impressive.
What it is like I also just haven't had eggs in like 4 months. My sister has she's been giving them away to other people. I'm like, no big deal. Occasionally she'll come over with 6. I'll have them, and then when I don't have them, I just don't have eggs.
You know what we use all of our eggs
maybe
for?
if you have kids, I think with like breakfast foods and shit, that's a different
They
thing.
can eat other fucking breakfast foods.
It's true. Cereal.
Egg flavored cereal.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want some Eggios?
Yeah.
It's just like it's dehydrated scrambled eggs.
I was even thinking just like a bunch of pickled eggs in a bowl
Just
with milk.
dehydrate. Like you scramble eggs and then you dehydrate
them. Oh my god!
When you pour the milk in,
Just a big like a quiche. Expands into a quiche in a bowl. Mom, this is the worst of all. It's more expensive and it's worse than cereal.
it's dehydrated like peppers, onions, all the things in a quiche.
It just comes out as a white powder, but it just expands. Honestly, if that was the case,
It comes with a fake cheese packet like mac and cheese.
Yes. Oh,
so
yeah.
you can add the cheese to the quiche.
And it's like a perfect layer of it too. Honestly, if that existed, I would probably be okay with it.
Freeze-dried
If I just
scrambled
pour
eggs
it
in a
in
box.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Fucking
okay.
quiche from a box, like breakfast quiche from a box.
Okay, so when I use eggs in the house, I use them once in a while for batters for baked chicken.
I could see that, but like I mean, for me,
Because I make panko chicken, like chicken katsu, tonkatsu. I make that at home.
and that's where you might have to buy. That's why actually like over the co-op, it's funny because like the price. I used to look at the price.
I
of
would
an egg
use
over
egg beaters though at this point.
Yeah.
The cartons of the fake shit.
Yep.
That would have the same sticky.
It's the same kind of thing.
Need stickiness.
Yep. Yeah. That's all you need. It's sort of like, or if you're like to keep cook like a like a meatloaf or something, you need something to like
some stickiness.
Like pack everything together.
And a protein sticky where it heats, it congeals.
Exactly,
a protein
yes, yeah.
sticky.
But like it's funny because
I made protein sticky.
Oh yeah, that's right. My wife is sick of the protein sticky, if you know what I mean.
This one's called no yolks. Is it eggs? Well, there's no yolks in there. I'll tell you that. Making myself a home, fill the carton, seal it, put it in the fridge.
Yeah, my husband keeps coming in the cartons.
It's no yolks. No yolks. Stop picking on me. It's no yolks.
Is that your husband screaming it's no yolks? Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, we'll be over.
She's got the yolks.
Yeah.
I mean eggs. She's eggs. It's a sex thing.
It's a sex
she
thing.
Got
It's
the
a,
eggs.
It's a biological thing.
She's yolks. I'm no yolks.
Yeah,
they
that's
got
right.
T-shirts.
Oh, yolk and no yolk. I'm with stupid. I'm with yolk.
I'm with yolk, and I'm with no yolks. And it's all this convoluted joke that he jacks off in the carton.
Yeah, exactly. People like, I don't get it. Like, good. I can let you know if you want. You'll probably follow it.
Thanks for letting me stay over. I drank a lot last night. I made you guys scrambled eggs from the no yolks in the fridge. No! The kids loved it. Your kid,
it was like fucking like dripping down, like
just come all over their face.
Oh my god! You're like, yeah, it's so good. It's better than Dad's.
Yeah, the kids love the no yolks.
Oh, better than Dad's. Yeah. Anyway, so you can rent these chickens,
and it's not profitable.
And it turns out to be. I mean, obviously,
also the bird flu is going around.
By the way,
how about we introduce the animal that's most likely to carry bird flu into your own yard with your children? We're gonna want to pick up that chicken and hug it and kiss it and love it.
Yeah, oh yeah, just like a little pet.
They're making out with it.
Here's one way you know this. This is now I won't say a scam, but they clearly won't work out in your favor because if these people would just be having the hens lay their eggs and selling them. So clearly they have to make money on it, which means they're going to make more money than if they just kept the hens and had their...
They're not giving you the chicken because they want you to make more money.
When people were calling bullshit and continue to call bullshit on Elon Musk's
When? I've never heard anyone call out Elon Musk once for anything.
Actually, the funny thing, this was back when people would like give you shit for calling out Elon Musk. Back when he was like, a Democrat darling. Like when he was talking about the robotaxi, people were like, you know how it's a scam? We know it's a scam because if it was this profitable, the thing he's promising, they wouldn't be selling it to you. They would be keeping it and making all that profit for themselves.
Yeah.
They are a business. The fact that they're selling it to you, going like, hey, you can spend $30 in a robotaxi and make $150K a year. If that was the case, they would sell them and not keep, or they would keep them and not sell them to you.
Yeah.
So like
unless data collection was their main goal.
Yeah, but they would still be able to collect the data.
Pokemon Go is free to use, but I know they're using me for data collection.
No, but they're not free to use. They're saying like $30,000, and then like they could still make that money by just no matter what. If it was just a matter of driving people from one spot to another, and it's going to make that money, like they can still collect the same amount of data, but they keep all their cars. Same thing with this. Like if it was good for you and profitable for you to rent a chicken so you could sell the eggs, or not have to buy the eggs. They wouldn't rent it to you. They need to make a profit. So if it's more profitable to fucking have it, then that's it.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. You know how Halloween 3 was that one that had nothing to do with the rest of the franchise for the most part?
Oh, Season of the Witch, the original.
Yes.
OG, yeah.
We have Leprechaun 12, Season of the Leprechaun. They do Rent a Leprechaun. Every family gets a leprechaun. And it's up to you to follow its rainbow and get its pot of gold. But you just get rented leprechaun. If it gets away or murders your whole family, that is on you. But there is a chance every family who has one can wait for that one magical night. And let's say it's St. Patty's Day, where all of a sudden, if you can live through it, say you get it like a week before, pancake day. You get your leprechaun in the mail, right? You unbox the box. It tries killing you instantly. Then it just goes into the floorboards.
Yes.
You don't know where it is in your house. You must survive the next 7 days with a leprechaun in your house that wants to bloodthirsty murder you. But if you can, all of a sudden on St. Patty's Day night, foof, big rainbow. Yep. You get to that rainbow without that leprechaun tracking you and your family down and killing them all. At the end, fucking gold. You are rich. You are literally rich. Yeah. But you got to survive that. You got to survive that session, and then the actual sprint to the end of the I keep saying unicorn in my head. Rainbow.
Yeah. And actually, Death of a Unicorn comes out this month.
Yes, it does.
But yeah. So also, and this is a deep cut, not a deep cut, a cut for the people who know Season of the Witch. Is the main song throughout the entire movie is like 6 more days till St. Patrick's Day, St. Patrick's Day, St. Patrick's Day, 6 more days since St. Patrick's Day. Silver Shamrock. Just put Silver Shamrock back in it. Oh, actually, that's right. Silver Shamrock was the name of the fucking company in Season of the Witch.
Reuse them.
Just literally call it Silver Shamrock.
Reuse them.
But like as a tie-in. Oh my god.
Bring back the
Leprechaun, whatever. 9,
Bring back
10.
the original factory. And on the assembly line, there isn't mass. There's wooden crates full of leprechauns mailed out around the country.
I think it'd be Leprechaun 9. Actually, apparently there's untitled Leprechaun Phil, so they might already have 9 coming out. So this would be 9 or 10. Yeah. So Leprechaun 10, let's say.
And it's an end of the world type thing again,
yes.
Because every house has a leprechaun, and you just focus on one. But maybe they call their neighbor like, did yours just get out of the box and crawl to the floorboards? Like, we haven't gotten those yet.
It'd be sort of like
I'm at work. Like, it's probably on the front steps.
Kind of how with the Good Guys dolls or whatever they're called. The fucking
It's almost like a Chucky, a leprechaun, and a Season of the Witch all just mashed into one.
I love it. Mash it all together. You're talking my language. All my favorite shit.
You survive 1 week, and every day 6 more days till St. Patrick's Day.
It's so like drawn out. It doesn't even fit the time signature.
But every night
6 more days till St. Patrick's Day.
But the family is sleeping with knives and shaking and.
Silver Shamrock.
And that last night, you're safe in your house because the leprechaun is left to do his rainbow and his gold. So you're safe in your house. You can be like, oh, fucking hey, we all made it. They're bloody. They've already been cut up at night. They've been attacked a bunch of times. But then they're like, this is it. We did all of this for this. And they have to like plan their mission. And they see the rainbow. Like, oh my God, it goes right into the little park. And maybe like you see other rainbows in town.
I love it. So, and then people are just on a fucking like...
Maybe their neighbors didn't get one and try actually hijacking theirs.
Well, I was gonna say because I also
you have human versus human.
I was gonna say I love the fact that it's like you're like it's one of those who's the real monster, the humans like Walking Dead. Oh, the real monster you have to worry about.
Their neighbor wants their pot of gold and didn't get a leprechaun. So they're fine.
Yeah,
or not a scar on them.
Yeah.
But the other family, because they've been fighting a leprechaun for a week, are battle hardened at this point. They start as yuppies. Yeah. And at the end, they got like bandanas on. They got blood coming down their face. They've got homemade weapons. And
it's like Purge style. Yeah, it's a very Purge kind of thing, too.
The other family's like just got like a hunting rifle and maybe a pistol. Like, we're going to go get them. They don't know this family's been through shit.
Yeah, I like it's got a little bit of Purge in there too. I like
Yeah.
it because it's battling like neighbor against
And a
neighbor.
little end of the world-y ish,
Yep.
like
Yep.
Season of the Witch.
Yep.
A little
Yep.
end of the world going on.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I'm digging it, and we'll be able to retain Silver Shamrock in there too. All right.
Everything from that movie, it is a direct sequel to both the Leprechaun franchise
Yeah.
and Season of the Witch.
See, oh my god,
It's a direct,
it's a universe connector.
Yeah.
So we connect the universes.
Direct connections.
Nice. Well, speaking of connecting things, Legos. Oh, sorry, Lego. Lego, plural is Lego.
all Lego 69.
Okay.
No Lego 69. Because
That makes
they
it-
all...
Oh!
They all
you mean
fuck-
because they
they all
connect.
fuck-
I got you.
Oh, shit, all Legos are straight.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, gay Legos connect that way, too.
You're really working on this one. You're
Yeah.
chewing this one up.
This is how the sausage gets made, ladies and gentlemen. No, you
Yeah.
can't...
Talk about lost in thought. Yeah, I just fucking blew your mind.
We'll come back to this.
Oh, yeah. You're not even going to listen to anything I'm saying. You're going to be thinking in your head, if we had a little thought bubble, it's just going to be you doing different permutations of like Lego connecting with each other. Be like, no, that don't work. Wait, no.
Third title. All Lego 69 question mark.
Yeah, all Lego 69. Anyway, so we're talking about a Lego heist specifically.
Also, all Lego.
Yeah, all Lego, not all Legos. Yes, we do know. I learned from Will Arnett from the Lego TV show that Lego plural is Lego, because really what they are is they're Lego bricks. You can have a Lego brick or Lego bricks. So Lego is Lego is Lego is Lego.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so California man was charged with, after a Lego larceny worth $25,000. So here's what you have to know. All right, Michael Ivory Fletcher. Oh my God, sorry.
3
Pop
names.
up.
He automatically a criminal.
Yeah.
3 names.
Probably a serial killer. We probably stopped him.
I'm just waiting to find out what Neil Patrick Harris did. he knows.
Oh, he's prolific.
He knows.
He's prolific in the fucking murder scene. Oh my God, yeah. Only Neil Patrick Harris knows what Neil Patrick Harris did. Anyway,
That's a little band I have.
yeah.
Only O-N.
Oh yeah. Oh, and the fucking thing is, it's longer than because it has to wrap around itself.
Oh, a couple times.
So Michael Ivory Fletcher, 32, was charged by the Contra Costa District Attorney with multiple counts of second-degree burglary and grand theft after he was accused of stealing nearly $25,000 worth.
So he stole
of Lego.
what, 3 Lego sets?
Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Because they are expensive.
Yo, no, exactly. So
Who are they for? I want
from
Daddy. I want that Lego set. Son, I need to take out a second mortgage before we
Yeah.
can have that. That
Yeah.
is a $500 firehouse with 500 pieces.
So I will say, okay, so this is what happened. So ultimately, it happened between August 24 and February 2025.
1 year's worth of stealing.
And it's from Target stores mostly. And
Good, fuck Target.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, so the Lego heist happened in a total of 6 California counties, where authorities say Fletcher loaded up his shopping cart with the expensive building toys, disappeared into the parking lot in a matter of minutes, and drove away. Now, this is the thing. I'm not
Just
connected,
like the Leprechaun.
I'm not connected with the toy collecting biz.
I am.
But so you, even though you might not be in the Lego world, you probably have heard.
I know a lot about it.
Like so apparently what they concentrate on are minifigs, which is the minifigurines, which are the 1 inch. But people know what they look like. The little
1 inch
figures,
minifigs.
So apparently on the secondary market, those are the things that connect that gather the most amount of money on eBay. So you can take a set, break it apart, and sell all the minifigs as separate units and actually make a shitload of money. They're talking about like even on the unopened proper market for lower level stuff, even basic shit, you can make 10-12%. And then if you're doing things like some of the Star Wars stuff or the limited sets, if you can get those, you can make shitloads of money on it.
Back when the
And they're not trackable. They don't have fucking serial numbers on them.
Back when Mandalorian season 2 came out, there was an ATST. You know the AT-AT.
Yeah.
You know the ATST, the little chicken walker.
Yes. Yep.
There was one of those in Mandalorian, and they go for $70 a piece new. Walmart, our local one, just happened to clearance them down to $30, and I was like, you know what? I never buy Legos. I don't. But I'm like, I like building Legos. They're fun. So I bought that $30 set. I opened it. I took out one of the minifigures, put it on eBay, sold it for $30.
Yeah, you paid literally.
I paid $0.
So
and I have the Lego set on my shelf.
So the minifig market has been a big thing, and actually, apparently, last June, at the same, and this is an NPR story. Somebody from NPR did a story back then about 11 heists happening pretty much since like the height of the pandemic, like 2021-ish, apparently this market just blew up. Like a bunch of people just had more time on their hands to like fucking collect things and whatnot.
Also,
so they did so there was like a number, like 11, 12 heists around the area just in like a period of a year. And again, all like this like California area, and it became like essentially there's got to be like a fucking underbelly, like a serious like this is, it seems like organized crime shit. Like if it's happening in this one area over and over again, and they're like pushing it out, somebody's getting paid by like organized criminals to be like, hey, yo, like kind of like people smurfing and buying like Benadryl or shit, like not Benadryl, but whatever the shit like behind the counter to make meth. Same kind of thing. People are like, hey, just go in. All you got to do, and this guy made a mistake because if you just keep it under like a certain amount at each location, you're going to be fine because you're like, all right, theft under 1,000 or whatever, you know, or whatever it is in California for like a felony offense. But yeah.
So a lot of people don't know this in the collecting world, but Legos are unique in that they release sets for outrageous dollars. Outrageous. Yes. They're super expensive.
Even on the normal market.
On the normal, go to Walmart, look at the aisle.
Dude, I know, it's insane.
They're insanely expensive.
Yeah, and they're paying for they're paying those IP dollars. Fucking, they're paying like George Lucas like half their money.
This is what most people don't realize. All Lego sets are limited edition. They have a run. When the run runs out, even if it's popular, they don't make more.
Yes.
Every Lego set, if bought and sat on, will guaranteed increase in value.
Yeah.
All.
Yes.
Maybe if it's not popular, it might only go up a couple of dollars.
No, what they were
if
saying,
it's popular, it can go up into the thousands.
What they were saying here is on the low side, the like just investing in Lego sets will beat the regular market of investing in the stock market, because they said on the resale market, just regular Lego sets average an annual return of 11%. Now that is better. Like that's almost double what you would get in a good index fund.
In all collector circles, it is the most guaranteed. Like I collect Star Wars figures. There's no guarantee. Yeah, none.
So literally,
Zero.
you could just go buy every one and just sit on it, and like a couple years later, you could make 10%. Over top.
You just have to buy a bunch and sit on them, and then successfully
and
sell them.
They're saying that it will literally beat just putting your money in an index fund. Like the Lego fund is essentially like, now if too many people do it, then too many people buy it, and then it's all secondary market. That could fuck the whole thing up.
Yeah,
so
they're
right now,
1,000% correct.
Yeah, and honestly, this could be a bubble. Like the second people are just like, I don't want to buy it anymore, you're done. It's not like it's to any value, but the second the market goes, it's flooded. They're doing too much stuff, and they just stop buying it, that number goes down.
The thing is, the company doesn't sell as much as you'd think because of their exorbitant prices. So there can't really be a bubble because there's not a flood of product because they can't.
Well, no, it's really just
people can't afford the product.
And what I mean is, like, if suddenly collectors go, I'm done with this because they're releasing too many sets or whatever. But the thing is, though, this has been going on. First of all, it's been going on for way longer than just a few years. Yeah. The secondary market's always been strong. It's just been stronger in recent years because of it. So
as long as
it could be a bubble, but it will still accrue some kind of profit, even if it's just in the single digits. It will still be probably more profitable than just doing it'll probably be about as good as a regular index fund. I'm not saying take all your money out and put it in Lego, but I'm saying if you see a Lego set and it's like on clearance or something, maybe just pick it up, see what happens.
I've been sitting on, those little mini sets I used to sell. They used to be like $8-9. They're really cheap.
Yeah, the little guys, like in the little
boxes.
Yeah.
I bought one of those for Star Wars and never opened it, and I still have it 15 years later. Actually, this story makes me want to go on eBay and just out of curiosity see what it's worth.
Yeah.
I kept it in box and pristine because it was the first, as far as I know, the first Star Wars Lego set that ever featured characters and vehicles from Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay.
The video games and the comic books, properties that were never made into TV and
was
cartoons.
that all like Dark Horse shit, like back in the day? Or
old shit. It was either that or the PC game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that was like one of those things where I'm like, holy shit, they made a Knights of the Old Republic Lego set back then. They were about $8 for the little box. Those little boxes now were like $25.
I know, dude. I know.
The little ones, the ones that you could slip into your pocket when you go to Walmart.
Kill the billionaires. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm curious if you actually looked that up to see what so the Lego hype is real. Even if you're buying like basic sets, they generally accrue more than a basic index fund, which as long as you're willing to sit on that quote unquote investment, like what, $50-$60, sit on that investment for a fucking couple of years, and then you ship it out, $5, $10 for shipping, or if you're doing it on eBay,
but
you charge people.
Your conservative 11% return's great. That's actually a return.
Well, and they're saying like that's just an average return on investment. Like that's just what you're going to get over top of it, almost like selling it immediately, let alone if you sit on it for longer. And guess what? If you get lucky and get one of those sets that you're talking about, where they go up, $7, 100, fucking 1,000%. Like they go up 10 times the price because they're like, oh, we got these, and you get just the niche IP market to go with.
Yeah, I follow toys close enough to know values and what's hot and what's not. Like when Deadpool and Wolverine came out, and you and I saw in theater, I went to Walmart and I saw that they had the Deadpool and Wolverine figures on the rack. I grabbed both of them, Deadpool and Wolverine, threw them in the cart, went home. I bought them for $50 for 2.
Yep.
Posted them on eBay for $100. Sold within 24 hours.
Yep. Yeah. You literally
doubled my money.
You literally in like a minute of just scrolling, going through the
100%
aisles.
profit.
Yeah.
Literally, it took me 24 hours to make 100% profit on 2 figures.
Yeah.
Walked away at $50.
All you have to do is like be like in the industry or like you bump into it enough. That's why I was like, oh, you probably know what a minifig is.
Yeah.
Like even if you're not collecting these, you are in that that zeitgeist anyway. So
and people would be like, "Oh, you're part of the problem. You're one of those flippers."
No,
I'm not typically a flipper. But if I want an extra $50, like that paid for dinner for me and my wife to go out and actually infuse our local economy with money.
Also, you're not one of the. If it's literally sitting on the shelf, like it's one thing if you're sitting there and using a bot to pre-buy things by the thousands.
I walked in.
You walked in. Anybody could have walked in and gotten them, and then the same person that bought it for $100 could have come in to that store and bought it. But they're not here where there's not as much of a collector's market.
Also, there was another one I didn't grab because I didn't think it would have the value, and I was correct. It didn't sell as well.
Yeah.
But a figure usually would come like a big figure, and then maybe they might have like a little pony with them. They'd be like Deadpool and horse, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they had one that was Logan. So it was just Logan,
Yep.
dressed down, and it had the zombie Deadpool head.
Yes.
And the
Cool.
the figure literally said zombie Deadpool with Logan. So it's like I looked at the packaging. I'm like, Ryan Reynolds, did you actually have some say in the marketing?
That seems like something Ryan Reynolds would do. Like that seems so Deadpool.
Yeah,
like
the fact that the little head, the little tiny thing was the big thing.
It's essentially like the Psy for like Raphael, like the little collector's.
Raphael Psy with Raphael.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like something you break off a thing.
No, I saw that packaging and I was like, fucking A, someone nailed it.
Dude, that's beautiful marketing because that is 100% in line with Deadpool.
With Logan. He's the accessory. But he's
giant
the big
part
ass
is his
figure.
accessory. I love it. That is fucking brilliant marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta hand it to him, yeah.
Yep. Legos.
Green Lego.
Nope. You know what? I would love a Leprechaun Lego set.
Honestly?
Just period.
Let's connect the stories. I would take
Jennifer
a Leprechaun.
Aniston Lego minifig and her family.
Oh, yeah.
And then their house. And
I'm gonna get. Oh man, I would definitely get arrested for fucking a Jennifer Aniston minifig.
Oh, glad that's where that went.
Yeah, dude, guys, go watch Leprechaun 1 and tell me Jennifer Aniston is a fucking.
She was a smoke show from whenever she was in that movie, age-wise, to the end of Friends.
I think she was like
and
20
even
in that.
now,
she was pretty.
I want to say.
That
she's
being
still a
said,
smoke show.
when you watch her like even like I mean you can tell she's like older today, but like you watch her like. She doesn't look that much different in fucking Leprechaun than she does like 20 years ago.
My memory, last time I saw her was a few years ago in some kind of media, and she looks pretty much the same.
She looks she's fucking amazing. And she was in that what was that movie? I can't remember. It was like Jason Sudeikis was in it. Where they're like going on a trip with their family or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, not only that, there's also
couples retreat,
and there was also
couples retreat.
I can't remember what it was. No, was it like Meet the Millers or something like that? That one.
Oh, she was in Meet the Millers with Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah. So there's that one, but there's also the Bad Bosses where she's like the boss,
like
the
rapey
harassing,
boss,
and she keeps
trying to rape Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk.
Honestly, that little twink wouldn't have fucking gay. No thanks. Yeah, no, Charlie Day. Like she's a she's like so fucking hot.
She's
in that.
smoking on that
and
too.
She was like, fucking. I mean, I guess she was probably like our age in that. She's not very much older than we.
I still consider Meet the Millers to be the last hard R movie to go to theaters and do well.
That was a good movie
to go to theaters and do well.
Yeah.
Because there's been hard R movies that are funny on streaming.
Yeah.
But they don't. The comedy hard R movies don't go to theaters anymore.
The problem is they were talking about the death of the essentially the mid-budget. R-rated comedy, like
they're done.
Which is too bad because I think if they did the right one,
second favorite genre next to horror,
hard
R comedies.
Same here, absolutely, 100%. Like Farrelly Brothers movies. Like
what was that one we watched in
Seth
my
Rogen
house
movies,
last summer?
Judd
Incoming.
Apatow movies.
Were you there for Incoming? The Netflix movie.
Incoming I've seen, but it'll be on your recommendation. Wait, Incoming? No, I didn't see Incoming. What I saw
it was the kids going to the party. They all want to get laid. I know.
No, I have seen.
It has a girl that shits all over the car.
Oh, maybe I did see it at your place. I definitely seen it. I think
you saw it.
It was either at a recommendation from you or I saw it at your place. I think I saw it at your place.
We played it on the big screen in the backyard
Yes,
one night.
I did see that. Yeah. I think that was what we did before we went into some of our horrors.
That and Bottoms are my last two
So
favorite hard R's.
Bottoms is the one I watched here that you recommended to me. Yes,
Bottoms
and that was great
fucking-
too. Yeah, and we were talking.
And that's technically a horror movie when you
and
get
we
to
were,
the end.
We were talking like the Ricky Snicky movie.
I
Like
think we
that's
killed
a
all of them.
fairly. Yeah, that's right. It becomes a horror movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway,
I think we're gonna be okay. I don't know. We killed a lot of people.
Yeah. Dude, that movie is so fucking good. People should watch that. We've recommended a few movies here.
Yeah,
so.
watch Bottoms and then watch Incoming. Incoming on Netflix. Bottoms on Amazon Prime.
Used to be. I don't know if it
Used
still
to
is,
be.
but
I don't know where it is.
Just go to download the Just Watch app. That's the best thing. JustWatch.us or just download the app.
Bottoms is so good. I want a physical copy of it, and it doesn't fucking exist
Because
as far as
it
I
was
know.
like a pure streaming. Yeah.
Actually, no. That went to theaters,
Bottoms did? Oh yeah, that's right. Because it was actually playing at the Savoy here in town.
but it was
Yeah.
indie. It was indie. It did not
Yeah.
go to mainstream theaters. You had to have an indie theater near you.
So yeah,
that might
Amazon Prime Bottoms for sure. You can watch that. So.
Those
Yeah.
were our St. Patty's Day recommendations.
Yeah. Oh, sure, Begorrah. Anyway, I think that does it. Unless you want to touch
No,
that
I'm
last.
good.
So, yeah,
We
I
got
think
enough-
we're good.
we got enough in.
All right, everybody. We hope you have a
Happy
joyous St. Patrick's Day.
Drive safe. Uber exists now. There's no reason to get a DUI anymore.
Yeah, unless you live in Vermont where it doesn't exist. But you know.
We also don't have cops to do anything. So
Exactly.
yeah.
So you can just drunk drive. Anyway, don't do that. Lost at Home does not condone driving drunk or driving anywhere. Get lost.
Get lost.
Now hearken, lads and lassies fair, and listen to me spiel of D'Angelo's doings, a right peculiar deal. He took to the rails like a banshee on a spree, and left a slick texture for all the world to see. Sure in Begorrah, the jigs are leaping high, a sticky riddle beneath the Irish sky. He painted the seats with a wild, keen hand, and left a slick message across the greenest land. The velvet cushions, they whispered in his ear like fairies in a glen, banishing all fear. A swirl and a smear, a curious slick design. He marked the metro link with a sticky strange sign. Sure in Begorrah, the jigs are leaping high, a sticky riddle beneath the Irish sky. He painted the seats with a wild, keen hand, and left his slick message across the greenest land. The judge did tap his foot with the baroque so deep and grand. The sticky performance we cannot understand. He banished the brushes and the gooey slick art, and sent D'Angelo off with a heavy aching heart. Sure in Begorrah, the jigs are leaping high, a sticky riddle beneath the Irish sky. He painted the seats with a wild, keen hand, and left a slick message across the greenest land.